covering the stories that impact your life, your town, your state, and your future. This is the Means Report with your host, Brad Means.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Means Report. We hope you are doing well. The first time we're airing this is right before a potential snowstorm over the weekend. So as this airs on Monday, we hope everybody is doing okay. We have a lot of information to share with you today on the Means Report. We're going to talk about the fascinating world of artificial intelligence, a close look at AI with an expert from right here in the CSRA. Also, they're about to give away a car again at the Mac Bowman Horizon Foundation, a wonderful cause. We'll tell you how you can get in line to possibly win that car. And we will show you, as always, how to stay in touch with the Means Report and help us get great guests like PC Techware partner Matthew J. back on the Means Report after about a year or so since we last talked to you. Matt, thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, I want to give the viewers a feel, if they didn't watch last time, for what PC Techware does. I picture you all as a company that helps us keep our digital devices, computers and whatnot, running well, connected, secure, whether at home or the office. Is that pretty much true?
That's correct,
Yeah.
yes. We're a managed service IT provider. We're a business's technology partner and really help the businesses utilize the technology, keeping them safe, keeping them secure.
25 years in business. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Y'all have gotten awards since I last saw you. Small Business of the Year, Entrepreneur of the Year from the chambers in North Augusta and Augusta, so way to go.
Yeah, thank you. We recognize a lot of businesses don't get to see 25 years, so it's very special for us. And, of course, those awards, the recognition is not on our radar. It's not what we do. We just, try to deliver the right services to people, and to be recognized for that is special to us. So
it's well deserved. Let me just jump right into artificial intelligence. It appears to be everywhere. It appears to not be going away. I know that there are applications in business and in education for sure. Artificial intelligence, I think it's basically when computers do what humans can do. How can that help businesses do better? And then we'll talk about schools and education.
Yeah, this is a big topic and one we've spoken on a lot over the last year. What I have seen artificial intelligence do is force people to understand what the real problems are in their business. A lot of times when we start talking about artificial intelligence, people start describing things that can actually be solved with automation. So helping to clarify artificial intelligence for businesses, really establish a framework around decisions that you need to make, questions that you need to ask when you're looking at navigating technology for your organization. These are the types of things we've been talking to businesses about so that they understand, now that I have the technology and I understand a little bit about what it is, how do I use it to gain efficiencies, solve problems inside of the business.
And so before you get to that point, do you have to just laboriously input all of the information for your company and then say, go, and AI says, all right, I see what kind of operation y'all are, here's what you should do?
Yeah, so this is where there becomes a difference between how an individual might use AI in their day-to-day lives. Rewrite this email, give me 3 ideas about this.
Yeah.
It's a completely different ballgame when you talk about how an organization is going to use, deploy, integrate AI. Because we have systems, we have workflows, we have data that we need to worry about. We have privacy, confidentiality, things that start to come into play. It's one thing for a user to use ChatGPT or any of the models out there to help them do offline things. But when you're talking about a business that may have access to patient data, or it may be syncing user profiles, this is a completely different conversation, and you need to be aware of some of the compliance and framework things that come into play.
Matt, do we need to go behind it after AI has done its thing and double check to make sure it didn't mess up?
Yeah, I think that's important. I think a lot of people, at least early on, kind of blindly trusted it.
Yeah.
And one thing it does really well is it likes the user to enjoy its platform, right? So it sometimes will affirm and support things, and if you're able to challenge it and ask it to, help you through those things, again, with a lot of this, I tell a lot of people, use common sense with anything. It's a new technology, but just like internet, TV, radio, all of those need to be, have their proper place.
What about in education? What can AI do besides help kids cheat? How can it do good in that realm?
Yeah, I think people get anxiety when you talk about how do we use AI in education. But again, this is where having some sort of governance and compliance framework around these subjects. I've worked with a lot of universities and other business leaders, and this is a topic that we talk about. And how do you get staff, faculty, students, number one, upskilled to understand how to use it, but then who's going to be the governing body? How do we make decisions to understand how it will actually impact the students? You talk about using AI to cheat, but teachers are really, their interest is, if we're going to use it, is it actually helping a student learn, right? Is it helping the intelligence, or is it making them dumber? And being able to apply artificial intelligence in correct areas, I think has a lot of advantages. We're working with Accelerate Augusta to talk about some of these ideas around education. We've got some ideas that we feel could be pretty disruptive and have benefits across the board, not only for students, but also teachers and school districts in general.
Yeah, and I know that PC Techware is or is willing to work with these boards of education and school systems to kind of hold their hand through the things that you've been talking about. Go back to data privacy concerns and ethical concerns. How do we make sure that this machine doesn't divulge our private information and doesn't make unethical decisions or moves?
This is where AI gets more complicated, and it's an area a lot of people don't know, and it has constantly evolved. So ensuring that even if you have your little AI robot and it's doing its thing, making sure that it doesn't drift over time, making sure that by design it doesn't introduce bias to the data, which are very real things that can happen. So one has to have awareness of governance and being able to put in guardrails and have a framework so that it can be controlled and it doesn't end up spinning out into the abyss somewhere.
What if it gets smarter than us? Can you unplug it or mash the reset button so it doesn't do anything sinister?
Yeah, there's definitely ways to design it so you can interrupt it. Human in the loop, human in the middle is one of those things where you intentionally design human intervention. I think that's one of the fears too, that it's going to just get carried away. But I do know from just a processing standpoint, it's much more efficient typically than we are.
How involved is your company when it comes to, I said holding the school system's hand for the education part we've been talking about, but business or education, how involved is your company once you launch them into the world of AI to be there and check on them and make sure that things are going well?
Yeah, AI for us is a little bit of new territory. I will say that, for the last 25 years, we've lived in an industry, especially the last 10 years, where innovation, change, and technology evolution, it's just the name of the game. There are things that we deploy for our clients' environments today that didn't exist a year ago. So being an organization that has to exist and continue to adapt in a world, especially on the cybersecurity side, where you're adapting to continual threats, you've got to have a mindset where you stay on the front edge of these things, and you're bringing in the technology and going through a vetting process, and then going back to clients and making sure that, well, it's not a set it and forget it. You know, the temperature we took 3 years ago has drastically changed. So there is this idea of regular maintenance, and that same idea is paralleled in AI. We're going to have to continually maintain these systems and be aware of where the data is going. Are there data leaks? Do we have vulnerabilities? Is it a security issue? A lot of the same themes are going to occur there. So.
You're right. And I'm sorry, I have time maybe for 2 more questions, but you're right. The bad guys are always trying to stay one step ahead of us. So I'm glad that y'all are always, on the ball as well. What are y'all doing with entrepreneurs and startups at Accelerate Augusta to help those new business owners thrive?
Yeah, so we just met with Sean yesterday, actually, and we are going to be doing a 3-part series around how to scale technology from entrepreneur up to enterprise. They have different things on their radar as businesses grow. And then, of course, talking about AI and how do you leverage it, whether you're an entrepreneur or at the enterprise level, what are the things that come into play as you scale up? So those are the types of things, and I love the fact that they're right in the heart of downtown Augusta. I think it means a lot. And Augusta in general, we have so many resources here. So we've been super excited to just be a part of this community that, we have the educational resources with the universities. We have industry that continues to decide that Augusta is the place where they want to put down roots. We have workforce development. All of these organizations and nonprofits that go to support this entire ecosphere of business for our own economic development. Really excited about our future, and that's why we are so happy to just plug in and be a part of these things, be a part of the programming, and then learn from these processes as well.
Matt, excellent information, crammed into such a short amount of time. I know I'm going to invite you back. Last question, how old should our children be when they get their first phone?
37, yeah.
Everyone agrees with you.
Keep them off there.
On behalf of everyone watching, we agree with you. Matt J., PC Techware, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate all y'all do. When we come back, we are going to talk to Dr. Mac Bowman, who's giving away a car again for a great cause on the Means Report.